Leaned against the headboard, a young girl curled up in his arms. He didn't even bother putting his shirt back on.
Wasn't your prenatal according this afternoon? Why are you home so early?
Then calmly steps in front of her.
She's young. If you're angry, take it out on me.
He thought I would react like the first 9 times. Cry, scream, lose But Luca didn't know. Our 10-year agreement was almost over. 3 more days. Then I would leave him forever.
Luca, we agreed you wouldn't bring women home. And tell me something, do you even remember what today is?
I was drunk. How am I supposed to remember every little rule?
The young girl beside him was startled.
I'm sorry. Last night he was the one who—
It's fine.
I cut her off.
You can leave. I know exactly what kind of man Luca is.
Over the years, he always found excuses to cheat. Too drunk, too stressed, too angry. Even bad weather could somehow become an excuse. I called the housekeeper to clean the room. Used condoms covered the floor. The perfume smell made me sick. Suddenly, arms around my waist from behind, like nothing happened.
So obedient now? Scared I won't come home anymore? Or did you finally learn how to be the perfect Romano wife?
What Luca didn't realize was this. Everything the Romano family owned came from me.
That's more like it. As long as you behave, you'll always be the woman of this house. A reward. Stop sulking. Today's our 10th anniversary, remember? I'll take you out tonight.
I step away from his touch, then handed him the divorce papers.
Luca, I want a divorce.
The room falls silent. Then,
Divorce, Elena? Since when did you start making jokes like that? You know something? You can't leave me.
he grabbed my chin, his hand slowly roaming across my body. His hand slowly moves lower, stopping against my stomach.
Go get dressed. I'm taking you to your appointment, and don't test my patience.
10 years ago, I destroyed my relationship with the Ante family for Luca. My father was furious. He cut off every road back home. Then he used his connections in the French mafia world to bind Luca and me together. No breakup, no divorce, not until 10 years passed. Back then, Luca knelt in front of me with red eyes and trembling hands. He swore he would love me forever. Swore I would never regret choosing him over my family. Then, in our second year of marriage, he cheated for the first time. Luca leaned against the sofa, his arm around his lover, without a trace of remorse in his eyes.
Yeah, I slept with someone else, so what? Elena, besides me, where exactly would you go?
The first time I caught Luca cheating, I called my family, crying. My father hung up. My mother said nothing. They told me this was the life I chose, so I had to live with it. After the year I left New York, my father and I made a bet about Luca, about how long our love would survive. If I won, my father would personally help Luca rise to the top. If I lost, I would return to New York and marry whoever my family chose. And now, I lost. I quietly dialed a number I haven't called in 10 years.
Dad, I lost. I'll come home in 3 days.
Silence. Then my father finally speaks.
Elena, you finally grew up. Remember this. If something belongs in the trash, don't bring it home.
The call ends. Outside, Luca impatiently honks the horn. I slide into the passenger seat. Another woman's perfume still fills the car. Neither of us speaks until we arrive. Representatives from the partner company quickly came forward to greet us. He barely looks at Luca. Instead, he respectfully lowers his head toward me.
Miss Ante, it's been a long time.
Luca's expression changes slightly.
Good to see you.
What Luca never understood was this. The world never feared him. They feared the Ante family behind me. Before I could think any further, a woman suddenly wrapped herself around Luca's arm.
Luca, you haven't visited me in days. What finally brought you here today?
It was Amy, the longest-lasting mistress Luca ever kept around, and definitely his favorite. Completely ignoring me, Luca pulled out a ruby necklace from his pocket.
I saw this in Tokyo and thought it would look good on you. I'll stay with you tonight after work.
After he finished speaking, he patted Amy's bottom. I almost laughed. One jewelry set, split apart and gifted to different women. That was Luca's version of romance. I took off my earrings and casually tossed them into the trash can. Nearby, several people started whispering, trying to figure out who I was.
Isn't that Luca Romano?
The woman beside him, isn't she from the Ante family?
Before I could respond, Amy laughed first.
Ante family? She's just some pathetic woman abandoned by her own family. A washed-up wife depending on a baby to keep her husband interested? What's there to fear? She's basically a parasite.
Parasite? Then what did that make Luca? A man who built his empire using my family's money? And Amy? A woman living entirely off Luca's wallet. At that moment, my phone suddenly vibrated, a message from New York. The withdrawal process is complete. I quietly locked the screen, then looked at Luca one final time. Soon, everything he owned would disappear. When exactly did Luca and Amy start sleeping together? Was it after my first miscarriage? Or the night I drank myself into a stomach hemorrhage securing contracts for him? Or maybe after I took a bullet for him and nearly died? Too much time had passed. I couldn't remember anymore. I only remembered this. While I was hospitalized, Luca fell in love with a young nurse named Amy. I lay pale and alone in bed. Meanwhile, Amy kept sending me photos. In the photo, Amy is sitting on the edge of the bed wearing a loose shirt, and Luca is hugging her from behind, like she was proudly showing off my husband. Over the years, Luca spoiled her more and more, until she forgot who actually built his entire world. But it didn't matter anymore, because once I left France, they could finally be together openly. Ignoring their flirting, I entered the examination room. The doctor already knew about my pregnancy. Before she could congratulate me, I handed her the medical report.
The baby can't be saved anymore, right? You're showing signs of severe threatened miscarriage. We'll try our best, but you need to prepare yourself mentally.
My first miscarriage happened when I was 20, and now, maybe this child was leaving too. I looked out the window, and Luca bent down and kissed Amy's forehead. The next second, a sharp pain exploded through my stomach. Warm blood started running down my legs.
Quick, prepare emergency surgery!
Before losing consciousness, the final thing I saw was Luca protecting Amy in his arms. And suddenly, I understood something. It wasn't that I didn't. He looked annoyed.
Elena, what exactly are you freak out about? Your father cheated too. So why can't I have some fun outside?
That moment, something inside me completely died. But because of the 10-year agreement, I couldn't leave him. So I endured it, again and again, until the wedding I once fought for became my prison, and the man I once loved became the sharpest knife aimed at my heart. When I woke up again, the surgery was already over. The child I waited years for was gone. Outside the hospital, snow slowly began falling. I suddenly wondered, when exactly did Luca stop loving me? Was it because of Amy? Or because of that incident years ago? Maybe it didn't matter anymore, because betrayal was betrayal. Pain was pain. No excuse could erase it. At the intersection across the street, I saw Luca again. They looked exactly like a couple deeply in love.
The doctor said the baby's healthy, and it's a girl. In 5 months, you'll finally have a daughter.
France is too cold for you. I bought a villa in the Maldives. Come live there with me.
The cold wind cuts across my face, but nothing hurts more than the next sentence Luca says.
I already picked a name for our daughter. Emily.
Emily. That was the name I chose for my first baby, the child Luca and I lost years ago. Now, he gave that name to another woman's child.